set up in your Instagram, okay? So the only time I will tell you to buy followers is on TikTok. Get yourself over 1,000, but I'm going to teach you how to stay consistent to keep those and grow them, okay? Because if you're doing it with 20 and you're like, you're giving out good stuff, like this morning, you know, there's the Beyonce, "It Ain't Texas." You've heard that soundbite? Super, super popular. We're going to do some reels and some TikToks today because it's low right now. So if you get into that song and algorithm, it's going to explode, okay? So I put on there because it's a soundbite. It's like, dun, 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 "It ain't Texas." And everybody's like, you know, saying what they need to say. And it's so short. Obviously, they're watching it over and over. That's how you're getting the likes to generate. So, but what I commented was, in my personal business here in Las Vegas, I live in non-HOA, like R&P areas, half-acre non-HOA, horse property areas. I'm really good at that. I know all about septic tanks and wells and all the things, right? So I put, you know, as the actual caption, you can look at my TikTok if you want to, you know, "Why don't you buy a house with land so you're not touching your neighbor?" And I put, well, I mean, Las Vegas is about 85% HOAs, but I'm the non-HOA queen. Just hit me up at the link in my bio, fill out the real estate form, and I'll send you a giant list of all the non-HOA homes listed for sale in this area. That's why you need the link in your bio, okay? Now, when I click onto any of my social platforms, it's really, really hard to just fall into the doom consume, okay? Because it's fun, all right? First thing you need to do when you're going to get on TikTok is go right to your notifications. That's where your job is. That's where your business is. Because to be social, you have to communicate with everybody liking and commenting on yours. You need to like and comment on freaking everybody's, okay? You're going to go to the notifications, do your job, then you can pop on over to either consume your favorite people, to recreate, or to do your own, okay? I've been doing social media since Facebook was invented. So how many years is that now? Like 17? Something like that, because we own a giant wedding venue. We own the Horse Foundation. So I, you know, started with Facebook just for funsies. Now it's a business. You know what I'm saying? So what was I even? Oh, basically social media does become like breathing. You're going to annoy the crap out of everybody around you, including yourself, for a while. For a good 6 months. You know, I've got a 15-year-old and I've got a married daughter and all the things, and my husband always has the wah-wah face on. Now Mr. Mills is kind of famous because he always has the sourpuss face on. I call him Mr. Mills, hashtag Mr. Mills. He has his own following. So everywhere you go, every thought you have in your brain can be made into a video for realsies. Okay, TikTok is kind of like your playground, okay? TikTok, to make serious money on there, like you should only do TikTok, okay? But I love TikTok. I love editing on TikTok. For me, it's the easiest platform, okay? So when you go there, let's say you're showing a property, okay? And I talk over mine, you know, because I'm producing them pretty quickly if I'm not sending them to my virtual assistant. So let's say we're doing a tour of this office. And so you put up, I want to create, you know, hit 10 minutes. You never know how long you're going to talk. Okay, we're walking into Driggs. Stop. Okay, what else do I want to film? Start. Okay, here we are in the conference room. Stop. Okay, so that's just an easy way. And so at the end of the day, you've created a video, you hit the captions and it generates it for you. You're done. So that's like the very simple editing way. You know, you don't have to be a freaking video editor to be loved, to go viral, and to make money. You just don't. You gotta simplify it, okay? You can look up and down and sideways at mine. And just sometimes, one of my best ones, it is pinned. You're going to want to pin a couple that have something to do with you and maybe have something to do with Vegas. Monetize our city, you guys. We live in Las Vegas, okay? So the one that I did was, and actually this is just funny about me, but it was like almost 2 million. So dumb. I love fountain sodas, okay? So I was in an airport in Utah and they had a fountain soda in a bookstore. I travel a lot. You don't get fountain sodas in bookstores. You get them in the restaurants or Subways. And I was like, ooh, you know you're in Utah when you get a fountain soda in a bookstore. 10 million comments. First of all, they didn't read what I wrote about it. I'm like, you can't get one in the bookstores. You know, I know I can get one in the 7-Eleven. I know. And then it went Utah. Then it went, well, they gotta have that, you know, the sugar because they don't drink caffeine. And it went wild. Okay, that one had nothing to do with real estate, but it still, you know, makes you feel good and get your algorithms going and people start to follow you. Okay, there's nothing bad with that. And then my other pinned one, you guys find something very interesting. You never know what's going to hit. What is your niche that you guys love to sell in Vegas? Okay, buy me We've got this RV park. I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's over there off of Blue Diamond and Decatur, and it's the multi-million-dollar RV park. You have to have a Class A motor coach, okay? And they sell the lots starting at $150,000 up to $1.2 million. The lots. And you have to have a $2 million RV. You have to have Class A RV to even be able to pull it in there. We're talking rich people. Question. I can see your faces. What is it called? It's not the Oasis. That's just the jerky one.
No, it's a
LV Las Vegas Motor LVRM or something. Anyway, the guy there is great. You can go and take a whole video, but it exploded because people are like, why would I buy a slab for $150,000? I'm like, these people have multiple homes and a $2 million RV. But, you know, and I toured all the pools and I toured this and it went crazy. And so my couple that I have pinned is, hey, I'm funny. Hey, I'm in real estate. Okay. So on TikTok, you're really going to mix it up. You want people to get to know you. It's so boring when you have a TikTok person that literally only talks about real estate. I want to see your kids, your dogs, your monkeys, your ocean, wherever you live, you know, going on anything in Vegas. Okay. Hiking. TikTok, you don't have to have a thing. You could. If you love hiking, if you love working out, if you're on keto, I kind of exploded with the whole keto aspect. You know, everybody really wants to know, like, today's banana bread. Well, how do you make banana bread? I mean, freaking, you can Google it, but they want to ask me, you know, and so that's what you're there for. Okay. So I kind of suggest you got to get this going and it has to be consistent. Do you hate that word yet? Like, it's only February, but it's true. It's true. So TikTok, I suggest 3 a day, okay? And it's super fun. You will find your people. You're going to put on your horse blinders, but you're going to find your people. Okay. Ferris. I'm not even going off of this, okay? So you need to do 3 TikToks. And why I love TikTok, and the most important thing is no matter what videos that you take on there, you can use them on every single other platform. So I'm not telling you to create 500 videos a day, create 3 videos a day, and you're going to splice them and dice them, clean them up, wash them, and put them everywhere. That's what we're going to teach you, okay? But first of all, this is what your bio should look like. Across all of your platforms, you should have the same picture everywhere, okay? That's your brand recognition. If you got a little older or got a facelift or a new haircut or hair color, you know, change them everywhere. Change them everywhere, okay? So I use my name literally everywhere. I just want to be known as my name, not the redhead realtor LV, like not all that cutesy. That could be a hashtag, okay? If people are like, I saw her, I noticed her, I saw her sign, they're going to search Erin Pearson Mills, not anything else. So I've literally branded. And if you don't have your name available, put a dash, put an underscore, make them all your name. Take the time to do that. So this is a couple days ago. Okay, see, we've got the low followers. Does that matter to me? No. People fill out that real estate bio every freaking day. That's the link in my bio. It's a format. We've got it in our training portal to show you how to do that. And it just gets emailed to me. Quick and easy, back and forth, phone call, I'm gone. Do I care that it's at 2,000? No, because I'm making the money. I'm monetizing off of it, okay? So right here, I've got that link in my bio, and they're all the same. This Beacons is the same on TikTok as it is on Instagram. So you're just gonna find it by searching on your computer, okay? So beacons.com, you're gonna create it yourself. It'll give you a link. You put it on your Instagram, use the same one for your TikTok, okay? There's Beacons. I like it because it's pretty, it has prettier backgrounds. There's Linktree. These are all free services, okay? And so in almost every single video, I use my up signs, no matter what, even if I'm joking around with dog water. Hey, if you want to see where to find some dog water in Las Vegas, fill out that real estate link in my bio, you know? Now, technically, I do put my license like on all my content because I never want to be, you know, put up to the board by some jealous person. So I put my real estate license kind of everywhere. And I've stopped putting that little cell phone with my phone number because now I'm getting creepy phone calls. I'm a woman. I have red hair. I live in Vegas. It's a thing. Okay. But while you're starting out, put your phone number everywhere. Make sure it's everywhere. Make sure that they can reach you. Okay. But I'm just like, fill out that real estate form in the bio. That's an easier thing for me to kind of research you. But you know, I do have my phone number everywhere. Okay. So I want to like scroll down. Okay. So when you're on TikTok, do find your people, okay? So you're gonna go home and you're gonna scroll. So I like to find, you know, I do the hashtags. I'm all, you know, realtor, and find your jam. Sometimes there are people that they have such great things. They're doing the work for me. They're finding the trends. They're finding the verbiage. They're all the things. So I met this girl that lives in Florida, and we jammed at one of our EXP conventions. And like, that's the only person I look at, literally. And I'm like, what'd you do last week? So every morning what I do is I get up and I batch. Okay, so I'm a girl, you're a guy. We wear a different outfit every single day. So I'll get up and I'll do 3, I'll do 6, if I got time. So I'm very much at the 4 a.m. club. I get up at 4 a.m. because my house is quiet for a couple hours before kids, dogs, husband. So that's my time, okay? Unless you want to build it out in your schedule, to actually do this, okay? So I'll get up. Okay, 3, 3, 3. So I've got a big ring light in my house. I've got these things. I've got that stand. Ferris, if you want to lift up that one that sticks on any wall. So let's say you're going to an open house. You're going to have a couple hours. It might be slow. I'm just going to stick that on the wall, and you can do a lot, okay? You can do it where you're in a big, beautiful home, or a lot of them with your face. But let's go back to the top. Just do it. Just do it. You look like what you look like. You sound like what you sound like. In the portal and in the Facebook, I give you, mostly for girls, like, you're adorable, but we like to have the filters, and like, I don't need my lines to show. I'll literally show you all the things. I spend $0 on marketing, zero money on purchasing leads. It's all about what I use to edit and my filters, okay? And so we'll start dropping all those in there so you guys know. TikTok is great, comes with its own filters. But sometimes I just am, walking into the Durango Casino because it was Lonnie's birthday yesterday. So I just put on my quick video that has a nice smooth filter on it, and I'm just going and walking. I'll put it down, take all the things. You just have to realize everywhere you go is actually really cool. Everything that you do is actually really cool. So just like breathing, okay? So the whole batch create thing. And so I'll wear the same outfit. It's kind of a thing for women. They want to see your different things and your different outfits and your different, because if you're like, boop, 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 if they look at your grid, oh, well, she did 7 in the same day. That's, she's batching. There's a stigma to that. So I'll do it 3 times, okay? Now, here's where we're going to get a little technical, okay? So you make your video, all right? And then, you can add your sound. This class is kind of not, we can get, if you want to stay after, we can actually put it up, stick it on one of my things, make a video, and I can literally show you how to edit and do stuff. But a lot of those information is going to be in person on the YouTube, okay? Because we do a lot of coaching. We do in person where we're sitting here for like 2 or 3 hours. People could come in and out. I'll teach you how to B-roll. I'll teach you exactly what to say. But use ChatGPT too. If you guys aren't using that, just use ChatGPT for all that fun stuff. Now, TikTok has moved over into long format, so you're actually getting rewarded for long format. If you want to sit down and actually talk about something a little bit longer, okay? So the other day I was ranting about my teenager. So it was a long format. It was over a minute or so. And I was like, it's so freezing. Do any of your teenagers walk out of the house in wintertime with shorts on and a t-shirt? Drive me crazy. I'm just going to go to Ross and this is the temperature in Vegas. Got tons and tons of hits, okay? So long format is awesome. Now I love paying for this app. It's called Big VU, okay? Because literally you can AI it. I want to talk about, it doesn't matter, interest rates today in Vegas, or a really good one, top 3 things to know before you move to Vegas. I did that this morning and I hit boop and it came up with the 3. I made it, change it a little bit, make it funnier, make it this, make it more targeted. And then it's like ready to record. Yes. Stuck it on my stand, ready to record. And it's going up like a teleprompter. So you ever wonder how people just like talk and they got all the knowledge? Freaking teleprompter. So what I've already designed and what it already came up with, I'm just reading and it just follows your eyes. So it doesn't look like you're reading. Brilliant. So when you're doing these long formats, and that's going to catch people's eye, the top 3 things in Vegas, the top 3, hotel deals in Vegas, whatever. You ask AI anything. So I normally on a TikTok day do 2 funny ones, 2 trending ones, and something about real estate, something about Vegas, some sort of knowledge, okay? So when you're doing your captions, okay, it doesn't have to be crazy. It really doesn't, all right? You can do a really long one because they are rewatching it. That's how you're getting your views up, okay? So you can put all this information, and hashtags are kind of by the wayside these days. So you're gonna do the hashtags according to what you've done. I used to have 28, whatever it was, copied and pasted, and I just copy and paste. Well, then you start getting hand slapped for that, Okay, so hashtags don't really, don't do FYP, don't do for your page, don't do viral. Those are just kind of like slaughtered. And so something like this would be like Doberman mom, redhead realtor, Las Vegas real estate. The things that kind of track you back there. And obviously, I check into Las Vegas every single time. Okay, I mean, you can co-join with certain people too. Now, elevated levels that we can teach you guys through the coaching is how to stitch. Do you guys know what the stitch is? Like if somebody's doing something funny here and like you're just over here laughing at them, right? What are they talking about? You've seen that? A stitch. So you can follow really, really high end, like millions of followers, like Kim Kardashian, and you can click, I want to stitch it. And if she's like, oh my gosh, like look at this blouse, it's so crazy. And all you're doing over here is going, but so you just ponied off of her followers. Okay, so some people make it a point to literally do their entire grid in TikTok as a stitch. You can get a lot of followers that way, but you're just really boring. You never say anything. It's not a thought in your head. It's nothing like that. But a stitch is really, really fun. Green screens are super easy. Whoever you get your interest rate market updates from, okay, screenshot it. It just lays behind your head. And I make it a point every week to do a lighthearted market update. Because I'm like, who wants to hear the market update? Nobody. Okay, let's really talk about what this means. So like the interest rate went from 6.75 to 5.5, but does it really matter to you? No, because you're not locked into the interest rates. So it's fun. Okay, you're actually giving them something and people are like, this girl's funny, but she's given the nuggets. You don't be like, the market update for this week. I mean, don't be that person. They're falling in love with you, okay? So you've edited a video, you've typed out what you want for your content, and you've done a couple hashtags. You might want to write this down. This whole training will be on my YouTube though, so you can rewatch it. These are important things, okay? So you're going to copy what you wrote and you're going to text it to yourself, okay? Because now you're going to hit go, produce, go into the world. And then once your video is uploaded, it says, do you want to save a copy? Do you want a link? Do you want to copy the link? Well, yes, I do. Copy that link because you're going to go wash it, take the TikTok off it so you can put it everywhere else. They're not going to let you copy what you just typed out in your hashtags. So before you hit go, you copied it and texted it to yourself so it's there in your text thread. I mean, I text it to myself. You can put it in your notes section. That's just, I text myself really easily. Okay. So then is the way how you guys wash it. Okay. So we're going to give you that website. So when you download a video on your phone, it's got TikTok, TikTok, TikTok floating all over your video, right? Well, if you put that anywhere else, Facebook knows, Instagram knows, they don't like it. And so you get slammed. They're not going to push it out because they know that you created it somewhere else. Oh, she's that cute on TikTok. I better go to TikTok. So you need to wash that off your TikTok. So I do most of my editing on TikTok. I got to wash a lot of TikToks. Some people do a lot of editing on Instagram and you want to download that and put it on TikTok. If you like editing over here, there's another same link, but SnapTik Insta. So you're going to wash the Instagram off so you can upload it up into Snapchat, TikTok, Snapchat. Okay. So we'll have that written down. So SnapTik, okay, so you've copied that link. You're going to go to snaptik.com. Well, it'll be up here. I'm probably even saying it wrong, but there's an extra K in there, okay? And you're going to upload, you're going to download the video and let it wash. And there's ads and you've got to, X out, and then you can finally download it, okay? So that's how you're going to wash it. And then you can use it everywhere. Good morning, Leslie. Leslie does a lot of the podcasting with me, Unlocking Las Vegas, and so we always film either here or up on the Sahara, and that's where she went today. Leslie's my awesome lender. She'll come up here and talk. She's been doing this for I don't know, you look like 22 years old, and she's been doing this for 34 years, so I don't know. It's like she's amazing. So we've done hundreds and hundreds of deals together, and she's pretty kick-ass. Everybody says, this is the best, she's the best, the best. Just have a conversation and get to know it, okay? Okay, so you're going to batch it, and then you have it ready to go. Pinned posts, we talked about that. You're going to pin the ones that are relevant to you guys. This is the silly one, but people like it and think I'm funny, okay? But it still says, link in my bio, okay? And this is that one. So if you guys ever wanted to go to that specific place and take, because it's up there. It's LVM something motor coach right by where I live. And there's a nice guy in there. He's a realtor too. He sells the plots, and he'll put you right on that golf cart and take you around. And it's really entertaining because people will fight you hard on this. Hard. Well, it's just a slab and it just has an outdoor kitchen and it's in the summer. And what isn't it, Vegas? It's great. Okay. So, and that's the thing, you guys can copy anything that I do. I copy everything that everybody else does. Okay. How to find the trending songs. I mean, you're going to go to the audio and literally you can do TikTok trends, viral songs. Okay. And a lot of people of you are probably younger than me, so you're actually listening to the radio and like more pop culture-y. So isn't it Beyonce that just did the Western song and everybody's freaking out, right? It ain't Texas. So I heard it last night on the like pop culture news and I was like, oh, snap. Created one. I haven't looked at it, but I looked and like there was barely any. It was in like single digits, like 4 or 5 digits that have created TikToks and reels from that. So when you can hit a trending sound, that like the first one went to 1 million and then everybody else is low, that's gold. Okay. So that's a lot of fun. Yeah, your hashtags 3 to 5, just pertaining to what's going on. Hashtags are just not anymore. Okay. Don't like murder yourself over hashtags. And you know what? All this information will be different in 3 months. So keep coming back. We rotate these classes. Okay. Yep. So this is the one that I told you that you can just go on to Google, definitely buy over 1,000 followers. But you have to be consistent to maintain those followers to keep your link in your bio. It just has to be over 1,000. It's just their rules. And that also allows you to go live. Okay. You guys, sometimes people go live. If you got a minute, who has a minute? Who wants to do all this? But it's there for you. Okay. You can actually pop it open. You can teach a class. And then it creates a TikTok and then you can save it and that could be a YouTube. Okay. So all this, you kind of find your home to edit and then wash and then splatter everywhere. Okay. So let's see. Oh, here's another thing. You guys get really, really upset because you're going to be stuck in 200, 300 TikTok jail for a long time until you prove yourself. So oh man, you created this amazing TikTok. It's going to go viral. And then it falls flat. And so for weeks and weeks, it's going to be 200, 300, 200, 300. You're stuck in the 200, 300 jail. Okay. But if you stay consistent, so I took a break over Christmas, maybe like a week just to reset, it was my thing. I don't even care. And then I was back in that 200, 300 jail and it took me about 2.5 weeks and now I'm popping over more. Okay. So don't be sad if that happens to you. It's just consistency. Okay. Yep. Just find the TikToks you love. So find a couple of them and don't doom scroll. I literally set a timer. I'll be like, I'm giving myself 5 minutes and I'll go home to my home. Okay. And I'll just start going, and I've already put in that I like realtors. So all the different realtors will come up because I love to see what they do in different cities, different mindsets. Las Vegas realtors, copy some people around here too. Oh gosh, there's a new place at the Luxor that's like a playland for adults. Pretty cool. I should go do that. Doing that this weekend. All right. So set a timer for 5 minutes. So when you find one that you like, you can save it. Okay. It looks like the little badge, like a little award like this. Save it, save it, save it. So on your grid, when you guys are ready to create yours, right there. Okay. So you see that little thing that looks like that, like a little award badge. Okay. So once you've saved everybody's, you're like, oh, I need to recreate that. Oh, that one's really good. Oh, I like that trending sound. Oh, that's really funny. I could make that my own. You save it, and then you're just going to click right there, and they're all there and ready for you to do. Okay. So you guys pull out your TikTok really quick. I'm going to see if I can get you guys to kind of understand this while we're doing it together. Okay. So when you guys want to create something, I need you to just pull up your home, turn your volume down, pull up a home, find any video that has a sound on it. So not just talking that they're like dancing, it has a sound. Okay. So let's say you're scrolling and you actually want to create a video that has a sound. You're like, that's a trending sound. That's good. That's fun. I'm going to show you what to click on it to be able to actually produce that video. Okay. Whoever has one, raise their hand. Anything that has a music on it. Eris, because you stole my phone, huh?
I did not.
Oh, cool. Okay. I can help you guys out too.
Easy Duke styles that I'm a promotion, okay? So just go for this one, my dear.
Okay, here's something. Okay, let's start with this. Just a random one, okay? I just found it. whatever she's doing. I could totally do that. Right there is your sound button. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 6. Click it. Original sound. Cool. This is going to give you a bunch of insights. Okay, so it's got about 34,000 posts, and it's going to tell you how many that they've gotten on it. Okay, so it doesn't matter which one I click on. If I want to use that sound, use this sound. Cool. I'll put it up over here. Maybe I'll stick it up right here. Awesome. I can absolutely change how pretty I am. Okay, if that's for girls. Cool. And then I'll just start. Cool. Okay. I did it. I created it. I used the sound. Now you're stuck here. So then you're going to hit your check mark right over there. Now you want to put some captions over it, lay something over it. You're going to click right there. Now you want to edit and it's going to drive you crazy. Turn your volume down. Now you can start typing on there. Okay, you can put whatever you want to say. You can put it in bubbles. How you edit to make the words flash is a little bit harder. Like we've got YouTubes on our coaching that can literally show you, or we meet in person, because hands-on is a little bit better. Okay, but if you simply want to put, this was awesome. Oops. Cancel. This was so cool. I like to highlight it, move it, make it bigger. Cool. Next. This is where you're going to type out all of your information, your contact. Link in the bio, go contact me, all the things. Hashtags, your last ones will be saved in there. So sometimes Las Vegas, Las Vegas, Las Vegas, Las Vegas is cool. Okay. And then you want to tag yourself in Las Vegas. Okay. Oh, I marked the Hotel Rio. I am not. I am in Las Vegas. Las Vegas. And then you post. But if you're not ready to post, let's say you did a good video and the phone rings. Shit. Drafts. Okay. Cool. I can mess with it later. But you've done it and it's there. You batched it. Okay? So when you're going home, you go to your profile. Okay? It's got tons of drafts right over here. And so if you're having a slam day, you've got clients all day, it's a Saturday, you want a day drink, you've got football, you've got soccer, you're going to go here and it's already ready to go. And it's so nice to be like, done. Amazing. But only after you've posted, it's going to give you that link, copy the link. That's when you wash it and then you can post it everywhere. So it does suck when you batch 10 or 15. You just can't use them until you post them. That's okay. You can wait. Okay. So I think we're going to get to the washing, which is really important coming up. Okay. So this is one you can take a picture of, or you can write it down, or you can put it in your notes. I put a lot of these links in my notes so I can just click on it. Okay, so if we're washing a TikTok and you're going to go to snaptik.app, do not download the app. Do not ever download the app. Just keep it in your Safari browser. So SnapTik and it comes up. Don't download the app, okay? It doesn't work well, all the things, okay? So I kind of want to do it with you guys. And that's the Insta Snap. And so if you're saving an Instagram video and you want to wash it backwards, same thing, just a different name, okay? So I actually want to wash one with you guys, okay? Because it's a lot of buttons and you can get frustrated, but it's good to see it, okay? Okay, let me actually get a TikTok link really quick. And if you're ever here, the 3 buttons, you can click it. Like if you forgot to do it initially, copy link. Awesome. Okay. So this is what it looks like. This is the Snap TikTok. Why do I keep saying Snap? SnapTik. Okay. So you've got the link you just copied. So you're going to put it right there. Paste. Okay. Then you're going to click that green button. Seems elementary, but it's going to get annoying. Sometimes if you don't have really good Wi-Fi, it's like we can't connect. Keep hitting the green button. It'll eventually say, cool. Do you want to download? Just the top one. Yep. Yes, I want to download. And then an ad pops up. Oh, okay. So you always have to just keep closing those ads. And now when you've downloaded it, that little blue button right there, that little arrow, now it's ready to download. So you touch it and you hit, can't see upside down, downloads. Download, pick the one, and actually finally save video. It's like 10 steps, but it's worth it. And you can get really, really fast. And that's the only way that you can wash or snap your TikToks.
And this is all through the any browser on the phone?
Yeah, just right down. Yep, just right at the bottom. Just your little Safari, your Chrome, your anything, but don't download it, okay? So that's probably the number one thing. So if you guys want to be quiet, go use that, when we're done, go use that concierge room. We can actually sit there and do a trending one, and I'll literally show you how to download it. Because once you do it, you're like, got it, okay. All right, so that is so important. Now, when it comes up with your filters, your lighting, your things, I mean, I've done the crappiest videos on the planet without perfect lighting, without perfect hair. Like the one I did this morning, my hair was not done, so it looks like little orphan Annie. It doesn't matter, I just did it because I really wanted the trend, okay? So you guys will get good, but you don't have to be perfect every single time. There's tons of the little things to make yourself look good, okay? When you're giving an informative video, we're gonna step over into the YouTube, that's when you want a little bit better lighting, okay? I love facing a window. Anywhere I go, I was like, oh, I want to do the trend. Window light is always the best, okay? When we skip over to YouTube here in a minute, that's going to be, oh, what are we doing over here? Oh, yeah, same thing. Okay, now we're going to talk about YouTube. And so this is, again, do you want to be rich or famous? This is how you're going to monetize. So the goal in life is to have like 10 escrows at one time, right? People are like, how do you control? I mean, I was up to a point with 14 escrows a couple months ago. How am I controlling all this? Because it's the same questions that your clients call and ask you, and they're the very basic questions, okay? So I had my virtual assistant just make me these little video sheets that you guys have in front of you, the evergreens for sellers and the evergreens for buyers. And why I use the word evergreen is because, like, if you guys do a video, or a memory will come up on Facebook, memories, and you click on it, if you just do a comment, it's from 14 years ago and you look sexy in your bathing suit, you're like, I looked so hot back then. It just put it to the top of everybody else's feed. You evergreened it. So you just recreated it. So evergreen videos, anytime you make a comment or anything, it comes right back up. Okay. That's just where that word came from. So basically YouTube is a little bit of a higher step, but if I started anywhere, I would do Facebook and YouTube. I wouldn't even mess myself around with the other ones. That's where all my money comes from. Okay. At the beginning. So YouTube is how you're we're here to make money. We're not here to get famous. We're not here to get the likes. We're not here to get the comments. Okay. We need to make money now, right now. Okay. So what you're going to do is you just need, this is so hard. It took me a year and a half, my coach yelling at me to actually do it. Okay. Because I was like, I don't have the right space. I don't have the right camera. I don't have the right microphones. It's a real thing. So oh my gosh, yes. Or I don't know what to talk about. What do I do? I don't know what I look like. So for years, Ferris, so she's like my office manager and she's the technicality girl. And we have virtual assistants to do all of this stuff. And so we can get you guys virtual assistants too. Talk about that in a minute because this girl saves my life for $4 an hour. I love her. And we're not like hurting them. That's like, what is it? $200,000 in the Philippines? Like they love it. Are you kidding me? It's amazing. And my girls work from 4 a.m. to 1 p.m. I don't even know what time it is. They like start at midnight. They're night workers, but it's awesome. Okay. So these are the little things that I will drop so you guys are comfortable with where to film. Okay. If you don't have a place to film, my daughter got married, so I was lucky to have her leave my house and buy her own house. And so I have my own space, my own home office that I can walk in every single day and morning. But you know what? I don't even like doing it at home because I still have laundry staring at me and the dog staring at me and all the things. So places like Driggs Title, me and Leslie, we film our podcast in all the different areas. And so it's a built-in background. If you go look in there, it says like, have a nice day, right? Backgrounds don't matter. Okay. Does not matter at all. So find a place, find your title companies that have these offices so you can go and do it and then you'll batch them. Okay. You can wear the same shirt, girls. It doesn't matter. I just like to change my outfits, but I wear a lot of black, so it works. Okay. So these stands, and like I did not bring in my gigantic ring light. You can start with basic ring lights. Okay. So you do want to make sure that the quality is good. And very important is these little things. I got to tell you, this is the new one because I had a set that fit in my phone or my iPad, but then we got a camera. So it looks like a little Eiffel Tower that you need to stick up and in there. And so we found it for it was like $22 for 2 microphones and that super easy charge. So we're going to drop all the links so you don't feel like you have to spend $1 billion. You don't. And for a long time, I did it without microphones. Just a quiet room. It's all right. This just like ups it. For like $22, it just ups it. Okay. I could not, everybody says you can film YouTube on your phone, right? Everybody. But I cannot get my eyeballs to look over here. I'm always looking at myself. My eyes are like going crazy. Like I could not do it. I tried putting up my iPad. I had sticky notes. I personally couldn't do it. So I literally went to Best Buy, and this was under $400, and it's called a vlogger camera, and I'll drop the link in the Facebook page, because now I don't even see a screen. I'm just looking straight ahead, okay? And the benefit of that is that I have this phone. If I want to talk about, let's look at the buyer sheets, okay? What is EMD? Oh my God, never use acronyms. You're the worst. What is earnest money? How much is it? Where does it go? This is our topic for today. Well, you can go in that big view, and you can say, describe earnest money. You know, you have it all up there. And so right next to it, I'll have another stand. And so now I'm reading the whole thing. So I don't have to look down at notes. I don't have to look anywhere. Okay, so I love having my phone separate so I can just read off of it and just talk to the camera. YouTube, she's gonna talk about the technicalities when I'm done, but honestly, just putting it out there. So this is what your buyers need to know. So the list I gave you is a little wordy, a little mouthy, but literally every time your buyers call you and ask a stupid question, write it down, make a video. Write it down, make a video. Like the dumbest questions. You wanna come up with one? So it's like if a buyer, because now I have so many, if a buyer is like, okay, so when do we start shopping? When do we get the keys? You know, the basic questions. When do we start shopping? How do I get pre-approved? The dumb questions, you need to make a video about it, okay? So let's say somebody filled out that form in my bio, okay? Cool, they're from Arizona, moving here. Leslie works in all 50 states, or like 49 and a half states or something like that. Cool, so I have created a YouTube video about how to get pre-approved, okay? Or why would you wanna work with me? Or choose one, okay? So when you create a YouTube, you get a link, okay? For your YouTube link, you can text to anybody. It's about this big. So if you go to bit.ly.com, bit.ly.com, put it in there, it shortens it to this big, okay? And now I've got all these in my phone on the notes section. So it says earnest money, you know, lender, pre-approval, and it has that link. So I just copy and I text them that link, and they watch the whole video to answer their question. This is how you get pre-approved. Here's their information, all the things, okay? So screw going around and doing all the restaurants in town and the hiking things in town and all the things. If you don't have all these things, how are you going to do 14 escrows in one month? While you're busy hiking, you're losing money. Okay, so you have to do the work first, because the goal is to make money. So when you're looking at the buyer and seller list, and these are kind of bullshit. I told my virtual assistant, I was like, these are a little wordsy, you know? But, you know, it's just the easy things. Where do you start? You know, just the actual questions. Like, you know, when do you get an inspection? What do I pay for? Appraisal, down payment. I mean, you could literally do hundreds. And so once you get all this set, you know, for listings too, you know, how to start out a listing. What do they need to do to declutter and all the things? And, you know, good listing agents, like I use, oh, by the way, this is sponsored by my husband, the home inspector. So I actually add him onto my listing package. So I pay him. He inspects the whole entire house. We give them a report. Hey, this might come up. You might want to fix that running toilet, or there's a leak right here, or this might come up. Or if you know your window's cracked, you're not going to fix it. Cool. Can I let people know we know about that? We're not hiding anything. And I do not share that inspection report with any of the buyers. They can get their own inspection. But I tell people, this home has been fully inspected. There's nothing major. You'll get your own inspection, but I know that window's cracked and we got a little leak here. We're already going to give you a couple $100, you know, when you put in your offer. Okay. I kind of went sideways on that, but these are just the things that you need to do. Okay. Now I use, because we do, you know, I got caught in that mental trap. Well, I don't know how to make the thumbnails all cute with the, you know, face and with the words. That is technology these days. Okay. So again, we'll put it in the Facebook group. And so there's this really fun little app. Again, I only pay for apps. I do not pay for marketing or anything like that. So it's just simply called Photo Room. I'll put a picture up in the link in there. Okay. So this is how you wash yourself, and you can make anything. I'll show you what I mean. Start from photo. Here's my friend's photo from last night, sitting at a restaurant. It just washed the background. Cool. So I can put myself in front of France or the Eiffel Tower, St. Patrick's, whatever. You want to send your face happy birthday, you can put it behind you. But my favorite thing is your YouTube miniatures. So I can click on that, and her face is already in there. And then you're going to touch the titles, and just there you have your thumbnail, and you're done. Takes me like
What's the name of it?
3 minutes. So look at all those. And you just touch on it, and you're like, you know, what's an EMD? And you can take the YouTube thumbnail and you can make it into a square too, so then you can advertise it on like Instagram and stuff too. Okay, so it's right here. Photo Room. You can touch it and you can look at it too.
Okay.
How cool is that?
Yeah, very.
It's awesome. So yeah, I'll push it back and it's just right there. That one, the photo room. Freaking dropped my phone this morning and my screen cracked. Not the screen, the protector, but I'm agitated with that. Okay. So now how do you put it up on YouTube? I didn't edit any of my YouTubes. I just literally hit the button and just produced it and then didn't hit, then hit the stop button. You don't have to be fancy. I mean, put on those horse blinders. You look at YouTubes and they're like having stuff pop up and like all the things, and you're like, I just can't do it. Yeah. I mean, that was me for years. Okay. So, but you do get to a certain point in life after you monetize yourself and start getting all the stuff in, that you can actually start hiring, virtual assistants and office managers and stuff, but you can do it yourself. Okay. So I know Ferris is going to talk about the technicalities, how you film it, where does it go? How do you put it on a computer or your phone? Okay. That's the most important things, like those 3 steps. Okay. You ready, Ferris?
Are you done?
Yeah, I could talk forever. I literally could talk forever. So these are just the little checklists that you can add to. And like I said, they're wordy, they're mouthy. I technically, Leslie knows this, I completely stay away from lender questions because it changes daily. And then I always just point them back over to Leslie. That's a financial question. What about taxes? Was one of those lines I was like, what? It's like, how is it going to, impact my taxes when I sell my house? No. CPA. No. Okay. Swiping it everywhere else. Okay, so we're going to hand the floor over to you.
How overwhelmed do you guys feel right now? Is it a lot? It's a lot. It is. Yeah, it can be a lot. I just wanted to touch on a couple key points with it. So Erin had mentioned, I come
up with the ideas, and then she looks at me like this, and then she gets
So as far as, recording yourself, whether it's for any social media platform, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, whatever suits you best. I know she's gone over this for the past few weeks that we've been hosting this, but get really good at one. Now, how many people in here like to talk? Be honest. You like to talk. You like to talk. You get a little wordy, you like to talk. So YouTube is a great place for that. It's a great place for that. It can be super long format, and there's quite a few things that you can do inside of there. Erin, she doesn't necessarily like pulling out her phone and looking at this little dot over here, and she doesn't like to do that. It's easier for her to do something on a camera that's in front of her. She did talk a little bit about having, some words in front of you. There is another app, like she had mentioned. We're going to list all of this stuff for you guys inside of the Social Collective so that you guys can, take a look and see, okay, this is going to work for me. There is a teleprompting app that you can purchase. You can literally copy and paste what you guys want to say. It's on there and it actually times you. So if that is something you want to do, something you're really, you feel really comfortable with, it's good on anything, computers, iPads, your phone, all of those things. One of the things with YouTube, like I had mentioned, is this is long format. If you have a really, really in-depth conversation that you want to have with anybody, I don't care if it's people that are purchasing from you, people that, are going to be future clients. Maybe you're talking to other real estate agents. Press record. Press record, whether it's on a camera, whether it's on your phone, and upload it.
If you can do it off your phone, because it's a lot simpler to edit it and drop it up onto your YouTube. I commend you. I just couldn't do it. Just letting you know.
Yeah, she's just not somebody that, enjoys that. Yeah. Yeah, she just doesn't enjoy that, but it is something that you can do on there. But I suggest just recording it and upload it. It's very, very easy. It's a free platform, super, super simple. And some of the good things is there's a lot to YouTube. How many of you knew that YouTube is actually a search engine? Okay, so a few of you knew that. So did you know that YouTube is actually a bigger search engine than Google? So that right there should set, really have your brains kind of exploding a little bit. So if you really think about it, if anybody wants to find you, they want to find out information, they want to know who you're at, and it's not just for makeup tutorials or recipes or all of these things, or, Erin has a multitude of things that she has on her personal YouTube and obviously her podcast YouTube. Her podcast YouTube is literally just podcasts. Her personal YouTube is going to have we did, oh gosh, we started with touring homes, and we do different little things. She would do little tips and tricks about real estate, so she has a lot of different categories. Now, there's still things, if you were to search her up just on Google or on YouTube, you will find her. It may be an older video, but you're going to find her because it's a huge search engine.
I put those older videos on there for you guys to see how crappy it was, and that's fine. I want you guys to see that, because everybody grows and technology grows and lighting grows.
Yeah, and some of the best things is collaborations. Collab with other people, collab with other agents, collab with other, companies, whether it's a title company or a loan officer or somebody on there, because then they can share that too. And then you have it. Another thing, that if you're on somebody's podcast, if you are on someone's YouTube, if you're recording with someone, someone's invited you to something, say, hey, can I have that recording? Can I have that recording?
That should be like my only tattoo.
Yeah, and even if it's on a Zoom meeting, be like, hey, can I have that Zoom recording? That's more content for you that you didn't even have to record because maybe someone invited you to it. There is another, aspect. Now with YouTube, there's tons and tons of different things you can edit. Of course, I am a content editor. I do a lot of different marketing, things like that. So, my skill level is very, very high. I know how to cut and paste and everything.
She's not for hire, but we have VAs for hire.
Yeah, I mean, there are people out there, and yes, there are VAs that can cut and paste.
For hire for you that she's in charge of.
So the best thing to do is just start messy and just do it, and just upload it and put it on there. If she had just kind of showed you can put a thumbnail on something. Start messy and just do it, but do it in there. Now, one thing that I was taking a look actually the last couple of days that was fairly new to me is I was like, okay, so YouTube has shorts. Everyone's kind of seen it. My kid watches it because I don't allow her to have TikTok or Instagram. I'm like, nope. And I'm starting to realize, I'm like, it's the same thing. I'm like, oh, great. And so they're literally, she goes, Mom, did you see that? I'm like, yeah, I saw it on TikTok. She's like, oh, it was on YouTube first. So I'm like, oh, okay. So it's basically the same thing. So, over the years, there's a lot of the social media people are competing with each other, whether it's a reel, whether it's a TikTok, whether it's YouTube shorts, all of those things. They want to see who is going to do more, faster. And the thing with YouTube is you're not going to get a crazy return on YouTube. It's just not. It is so saturated with so many different things.
You're not there to get famous. You're there as, a frosting layer of your cake to give to people.
Yeah, I would consider it kind of like a holding bank. Another way that people can find you. It's like, oh yeah, you can find me on all these platforms. If someone just happens to find you. And the thing is, not everybody consumes content the same way you do. Some people like Instagram better, some like Facebook better, some like watching YouTube. My mother-in-law, pain in the butt that she is, she's literally a YouTube whore. She really is. I mean, she's like, oh yeah, I was watching all my shows, and I'm like, you can stream that on Netflix. What are you doing? But she prefers that. And there are so many people that do. So that's one thing to think about it. Now, they do have shorts, and one little insider tip as you start to kind of play around with this, I don't want to just throw this on you and say, hey, go ahead and do this and upload here, and then do this too. Is they have, the YouTube shorts. So the YouTube shorts, which is really amazing,
you can do it on your phone. You don't need a computer.
You have to do it on your phone. You actually cannot do it on a computer at all.
Well, as a regular non-creator, I thought everything had to be done so technical and so on a camera.
Yeah, no.
So I didn't know it was so easy.
Yeah.
I just could not master looking.
Yeah, YouTube Shorts you actually cannot do on the desktop yet. I don't know if that's a feature they're going to have, but their main thing is videos, is long format videos. So it totally makes sense. But if you go on your phone, and there are going to be two apps. Okay, you have the regular YouTube app. If you start uploading and things like that, you're going to need to download the YouTube Creator app. Okay, so that is something you'll just have to have that shows you your analytics, that kind of shows you your videos. If you want to upload shorts and things like that, that's where you're going to do it from. So it's not just the regular app. It may act like it seems like that, but it's not. Still connected to your YouTube, so it's just one other step. But the cool thing is that YouTube has done within the last, I want to say the beginning of this year, is any of the videos that you actually have posted on your YouTube, they have cut for you into clips. They have taken the most important parts out of certain videos that you've posted. How easy is that? That you take a clip, you literally click on it, you make it into a short. There is no hassle into it. You can put some music on it if you want. You can add, some words on it if you want to. So they've really, really elevated the ease of doing things like that. Now, I'm not saying go out there and do it, but it is an option. The more and more comfortable you get, obviously get comfortable with Reels, get comfortable with TikTok and posting and all of those things. And just the same way that you wash TikToks, you wash the Reels so that you don't have anything on it, you can put those on Shorts too. I mean, that's just another layer of exposure for you. But don't think that it's something that, you really, really go into. But also keep in mind the most important thing, that it is a bigger search engine than Google. So long format, you love to talk, that's going to be the perfect platform for you.
Okay, so we rotate these classes constantly with Lonnie and all the different tricks. And so if you're in their system, you'll always get the emails. And so we're always Facebook one week, Instagram, and then we bundle TikTok and YouTube. So it's always in rotation, okay? We do record these, and it is on my YouTube, so you can replay it and replay it and replay it, just so you guys know. But I always like to say most of my money, it does come from Facebook and TikTok. And so get good with one. Get good with one. Don't go and just scatterbrain it, because you'll die and cry. We're kind of giving you the crust of everything, okay? All right, did you move that or did I move that? I'm crazy, okay? Because the most important thing is for you guys to fill up your bank with escrows and maintain them, okay? Your whole job is to get clients and how to monetize this. You're not here to be TikTok stars. You're not here to do anything else. But the most important thing is that link in the bio, having them fill out that real estate form, and then maintaining it, which I think is the number one thing about YouTube, is putting all your value on there so you can start saving time on that phone. You're just answering, okay, well, so the inspector's going to be there and this is what we're going to do. We're going to show up 30 minutes after and then he's going to go through it, but then you're going to get a whole, do it in a video and just send it over, and they'll be so happy. And you guys know the different personalities of your clients. There's the owl and the tiger and the bull and the, all the things. So your owls, and when you meet somebody, those analytical people, be like, hey, look, here's my YouTube. So if you want to know A to Z, they'll sit there and watch it all night long, and then they're ready to go. They love that. So then they can keep going back there and all that stuff. Okay, cool. So yes, we do have coaching, because we do a lot of Zooms. We have all these videos in a portal, so you guys can literally break it down. And I have a green screen. So if you guys cannot wrap your head around watching that SnapTik app, it's literally right here. And I'm like, pull out your phone. Here's literally what you do. And then I did this by myself for so many years before VAs, before anything like that. And so I've had VAs for years now. So Leslie has a VA, and my VA trains VAs. And so if you want the $4 an hour to literally be like, I can't do it, I cannot do it, we've trained them the way that we work, and they're for agents only, okay? So they specialize in everything. They do all your social media platforms, they do editing, they do all the things. The work that you have to put in, though, is that these platforms know when it's being posted from the Philippines and when it's being posted here from your phone. So I literally will teach you how to use a Google Drive. All day, every day, I take 1,000 photos and videos and drop them into the drive. And they can spend all their time editing it, making it pretty, putting it together, making a reel, doing all the things, sending it to me, telling me what the trending sound is. It's all done, right? And then it is my job to take it and to post it. And I just copy and paste their content hashtags and push play. So it takes me 4 seconds. All the work is done. I did the work. I did the photos and videos. They put it all together, and they literally put this on TikTok first and then watch it do this, and they do all that work for you, okay? So they're literally $4 an hour, but our people train them for you. And so you can tell me, I really want to dive into YouTube. And I'll be like, I'll get a higher YouTube specialist and editor for you that also knows how to do all of your other social media content that'll take your YouTubes, chop them all up, and spread them everywhere, okay? So the stories in all my classes, the stories are kind of the Wild West. And so I allow them to post on all my stories and shorts, okay? But I physically post on my Facebook, my Instagram, and my TikTok, okay? I personally push that out because you'll see the difference in numbers. When she posted, a TikTok will be in the 200, 300 jail. And when I posted, it's all the way up here, okay? So I had one like 25K last week, and I posted it. If she would have posted it, it would have been good. Okay, so you guys can get yourself on a waiting list. We're launching it next week. And so with our training and all the portals and all the breakdowns and all the things, that's all great.
Next week-ish.
Yeah, next week-ish.
We're launching it in March, but get on.
And we have a waiting list for VAs. We've got about 28 VAs that are ready to go, but we need you guys to fill out, what content you want to do. And I tell people, you have to, it takes a while. It's kind of like dating. I've never dated. I've been married a million years. It was like dating. Like you have to get to know each other and you have to, what are your hours? Maybe you would like them to work from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. I'm 4 to 1. I want this shit slathered everywhere while I'm putting on my makeup. Like my stories are done, like everything's edited and ready to go. So when I sit down at 5 a.m., it's all here and I'm ready to post. So that you can tackle your hours. So, and it's really easy to pay them. They get $10.99. It's total write-off at the end of the year. They work part-time. They can work 10 hours a week. They can work 40 hours a week. You could have 3 working 80 hours a week each. It's crazy. Okay. So yeah, get on a wait list because we've got a whole bunch of them. And then if you're like, hey, I just want social media, exactly what Erin does, and that's fine. I can clone me, clone you. You'll get to interview 3 of them because just like dating, you might like this guy or you might like this woman or you might, like this girl over here because you want, to get, and they all speak perfect English, by the way. Like there's not even like a lilt, it's incredible. I do not have my people phone dial or look, you can, it's just not my MO. I know that I need to be the boots on the ground and they're like my frosting. They're there to make my life easier. So, because you guys are actually doing the work. So this is exciting. And then, so for the monthly, we'll actually be usually at Driggs's, or we might go to like a play place, like at the Luxor. So we'll be in person twice a month and we'll set everything up and we'll create B-rolls for you. I'll be like, okay, just like a craft night. These are the 10 reels that we're going to be creating tonight. Pick them in order and here's what we're going to do. Okay. And then we'll create them, put the sounds on them and show you guys how to do it. So you know what you're doing. Okay. With all of our equipment. All right. So, but the Facebook page is going to be great. We'll drop all the links for all these little tiny things. I don't want you guys to be overwhelmed. We're here to take this off of you. I did it the hard way for so many years. I'm trying to let's just get you just to letter Y. It's just skip all of that stuff. Because the number one thing is to monetize and get these clients. Okay. I have a huge love of open houses and literally getting open house deals right there. A lot of people are not as crazy as I am and they just need to do it slow and low. So I did a whole collection up here of things that Lonnie from Driggs have done for me because we want to make you guys awesome and cool. A couple of you guys heard it. So make sure that you guys send out freaking St. Patrick's Day cards. So I went to State Line, I bought the scratchers for $1 and I put them in here and said, I hope you get lucky, great to hit you, whatever, and just sent these to my database. There's 150 or something like that. We actually split the cost, get in bed with your good lenders and everything like that. And I got 3 deals last year, a couple buys, a couple sales, because who literally gets St. Patrick's Day cards? And then Lonnie makes these guys up for me. You guys can pass these around. They're super, super cute. So if you're doing the door knocking, because too many people have the Ring doorbells. Hey, we have an open house. Here's the rolled up flyer. Here's something cute. Here's a handful of candy. I don't even knock anymore. I just leave it on the doorbells. Okay. I look nice, but you never know. All right. So you guys can pass those around. And my last little tidbit is, have you guys been seeing the multiple offers? We have no inventory. Now it's starting to hit because people are out there and it's warm. It's bad. So what I did way back in the crush days, a couple years ago, you'd go and you're touring. Somebody lives in the house, it's owner occupied. There's 50 cards. God damn it. 50 people have already shown this damn house, but I want it. So I made a bigger card, not a regular card, a big card, big one. It's blank. Okay. I got these ones off Vistaprint, but Lonnie can make these for you. So we do the touring and sometimes I'd be like, oh, they have a beautiful bar, or the little kids' little girl room had all of our Mickey Mouse ears. And I'd be like, I loved your little girls, those Mickey Mouse ears, da, 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 da. My family's so great, sincerely love Erin. And I would gather up all the cards like this, put my like that. That's right. And I won it sometimes, because they're this girl is a step above. So we're here to make you guys the step above, it's not that hard. Okay. So everybody's you have a business card? Yeah, here. What the hell is this? Small, remember me? Remember that? So we'll help you guys set up for QR codes for everything. My favorite thing is, I think it's in this purse, is my Popple. I normally keep it on the back of my phone, but I got a new phone. Okay, so Popple, I think it's popl.me or .co. So cool. So everywhere I go, I have this, but there's smaller ones go on the back of your phone. So back in the COVID days when nobody wanted to touch, I'm like, ooh, do you want a popple? Do you want a popple? And literally they just do this. And where did it go? The link in my bio. And it dropped down and it had, do you want to follow me on Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, podcasts? I'm like, what? I do have a Snapchat. My friend made me do it so I could have this like Valentine's Day thing. That's too much. That's too much. Okay. But then whenever I go, I just do this so people are talking to me. I'm like, oh yeah, follow me, tag me. You have to talk to people. You have to do that. Okay. So I'll stick around for you guys because that's a lot, and don't get overwhelmed. Where's my, don't get overwhelmed. I normally take a class and go and cry for a minute. Okay. But that's the magic of my VAs. That's the magic of them is like, my girl's like 22 and she's smarter than me because she's all up with the trends, So love her. And I tell her to yell at me too. I was like, tell me what I suck at and tell me what I should be doing. And she's like, ma'am. I'm like, no, be mean to me. You have to like control me all the time. So that's amazing. So honestly, for $4 an hour for even like 10 hours a week to start, that's what I was going to say. You have to be completely open. They will have your passwords for literally everything. Like I trust her with everything. And so, but she signed a NDA. I don't know why, it's just a standard thing, but they got to have access and all your passwords to everything. And so they can be up there and uploading and all the things. So when we'll teach you how to share all the drives so you can drop tons of pictures, all the videos, all the B-rolls, all the things. And sometimes I'll look and I'll be like, where's she? What? That's when my daughter got married a couple years ago. But they were just walking all fantasy and it's like trending sound blowing up. I'm all, thanks, Elaine. It's so cool. So yeah. But the number one thing is to monetize, keep your nose to the ground. And how do you control so many of your escrows while you're living life and while you're trying to create? Because you're like, well, how the hell am I going to get buyers and do all this stuff and still be an Insta famous and everybody's calling me? So here's just like the funnel to keep everything calm. Cause I've been there with 18 escrows at one time and I've already clicked over all the videos. Magic, your VAs can do that now. Once you do the work, once you film your videos, it's already on YouTube. So they can just email it right on over to them. The whole thing saves your life. Did you guys have fun? Yeah. Was it good? Okay, cool. Yeah, if anybody wants to stick around, I love the concierge room. You can do so much fun things in there. You can get comfortable. You can look at my things. We'll drop all your little things that you can buy. Oh, hi, Leslie.
Hi, everybody.
That's another thing with part of my portal is making you guys good agents and going back to basics, like having like a legit vendor list for your buyers and sellers. Like, here's my painter, here's my this, here's my this, here's my this. And so you guys really need to, stay loyal to all your people. So, Leslie.
So, good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. Give you guys a round of applause for showing up and doing.
You survived my class, the overwhelming.
Yourself and for your business. So, I'm Leslie McGarry. I am with Movement Mortgage. I've been a lender for 24 years. Thank you, Erin, for the 34th. I also use a VA. I also do all of the social media.
Who'd you get your VA from?
My girl. I've learned so much from Ferris. I've learned so much from Erin. We really do lean on each other. My question to you guys is, are you using a lender right now that is helping you build your business? And I don't mean sending you an email saying, hey, here's the market update. Hey, here's the daily rate.
Which I made fun of her all the time, but now I actually use it and make it cool.
But are you using a lender that is going to be your partner? They're giving you suggestions. They're writing scripts for you. They're inviting you to classes. They're bringing you out in the community. They're doing all of the things to help you build your business. How many of you have that lender right now?
I just started here, so no.
Okay, so none of you raised your hand. So I help my agents build their businesses. And I'm not talking about, I close your loans on time. Do I close your loans on time?
Yes.
Do I give you very, very top-notch customer service?
Yes.
Okay, I do that as well.
Pull out the impossible.
Yes.
Yes.
Don't always send her your dumpster fire. She can solve any freaking dumpster fire. And what I love about her is if somebody comes to me from Ohio and, I've already got a pre-approval, I'm like, listen, I just want to shop it around, the Amazon lens. Like, if I'm like, I see that in Target, I'm going to get it cheaper on Amazon sort of a thing. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm like, here, can you have a look at their loan? And there has been a good handful of times she's like, I can't beat that rate. You have them go with them. I'll keep on top of them.
Yeah.
So she's not a liar.
I won't take business from your lenders, but if you've got something falling apart, please always call me. I'd like you to call me first so that you don't have them falling apart. But what I also do is I hold masterminds. I bring you to classes. I organized times for you to go out and volunteer in the community. I bring you to women's
Content
events.
stuff.
I bring you content. I help you. Like I had 2 agents call me last week in an absolute panic. Hey, I've got a class tomorrow. Can you help me with these flyers? I don't do Canva. No. I messaged my VA, hey, I need you to do this. I have a VA full time, so I'm not going to do all your work for you, but I absolutely will always help you. We all have bells and whistles, you guys. We're all selling the same place. We're all doing the right thing right now. It's really what value can your lender bring to your business. And I want to definitely help you guys grow your business. So I don't care if you're doing 1 deal a year or 150 deals a year. I want to be here and I want to be your partner and help you along the way. Coming to classes like this is super important for you because it actually does take some of that off your plate. I am literally the #1 lender in the state of Nevada for my company. So I work hard and I work every solid day, 15 hours a day.
She doesn't have little kids.
But
No, literally, this is what I asked my VA. I'm all, do you have any kids? Like,
yeah, because listen, I
want you to, like,
everywhere, right? I did 4 events yesterday. So at the events, I'm doing the content, I'm doing the things. But right now, you have an opportunity. There's 15 of us standing in this room right now. You guys do content today. You've just tagged 15 people and showed up on 15 other people's Facebook pages or Instagram pages. So just utilize the things that you're learning. Don't become overwhelmed. Take this time when there's a little tiny lull in the market, build out your marketing plan, build out your business, and be ready to hit the ground running. Because when March hits, let's go.
that's another thing. The worst time to get a VA is when you're slammed.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
best time to get a VA is when, you've got a couple escrows or you're good to go, your kids are in school. Now is the time to have that communication. Like, don't call her with the dumpster fire. She'll get it done. But when you're calm, because you do train your VAs, you're training